Hey, what's going on, guys? MrAweshum here, and it's been a little while since I've actually taken a look at the AVS, and there has been quite a bit of people wanting to just check it out, see how the gun runs with the current builds, and what you can accomplish just using the gun, what the killing power is, and how you should mod it on that, all that. So, just getting into some of the basics here with the AVS, with a pretty standard build as now. I'll go over further modding later, but all I'm using is just the sniper ammo, a sight, and the URA barrel. And you can add on any type of either trigger or internal if you feel like you need more rate of fire. But as far as just a standard build, just the sniper bullet and a sight and the URA barrel. That's pretty much it. But I'll go, as I said, I'll go a little bit over that again with the modding. So going in with some of this sniper footage here. Now I've got two different sets of AVS footage. So I've got scope footage and unscoped. So here I'm just going with a little bit of the scope, and most of the engagements you're going to want to do as far as scope goes is say that 30 meters plus, since that's pretty much a good sweet spot for using the scope. You want to avoid fighting indoors as much as possible, or if you are fighting indoors, you want to just take a position where there's a good distance between you and the enemy. Now, and it's pretty decent scope in time, like high killing power. It's 3-shot kill against gold at any range, good headshot potential, and the recoil really isn't that bad when you're using the AVS. As long as you're just tap firing it a little bit with the scope, you'll get the hang of it pretty quick, and just line up the T-cross on heads and just headshot people all day. Alright, let's go check out some modding on the AVS now. Now, it's fairly simple as far as mods go. There's only one bullet that you should be going with, and that's the sniper bullet here. This is going to give you the damage for the 3-shot, extra range, and even precision. There is a heavy ball, and yeah, there's a JPH, but you don't need either of these. It's sniper is where it's at. So I would recommend sniper. As far as sight goes, you got two options here, both different playstyles. Classic, just stick with the sights. This will just be much better for up close. If you like fighting at a medium-ish range, yeah, you can go with the scope, but it's a completely different gameplay style that you gotta just incorporate, and it's a lot more expensive. Trigger, not really necessary. Yes, you can use the trigger, but this just makes the AVS a lot more unstable. Same goes with internal. You could go with it, but again, more unstable. So therefore, really, all you need is that URA heavy barrel. This is your damage, range, precision, and much needed stability on the AVS, since the gun's already fairly badge dependent, since you're most likely always going to be running the standard heavy set, and then if you got the veteran, you're going to mostly be running that fast reload just because of how much ammo you have with the gun. So if you had the option of using tight grip, you could go for higher rate of fires and probably be fine with that, but for now, just sniper ammo, a sight, and the URA barrel, and you're good to go. 500 RPM, that's that's good enough for a 3-shot kill on gold to pretty much any range, like within 150 meters. So that's that for modding. So back into the action now with a Unscoped AVS. Now, you can play a lot more aggressive with the Unscoped AVS, and it's a lot more, like, I would say, standard. You don't really have to really tap fire too much. If you can pretty much fight point blank and almost always fire at least, let's say, 5 bullets or so before you need to regain your stability. Sometimes you can even just get a mostly like 10 bullet, the full unload, just try to fight that recoil, get your shots lined up, and just mow down your enemies. It's got just pretty reasonable accuracy, and the recoil control isn't terrible. As you saw, you're also gonna want to be carrying around a pistol. It's just so useful, especially if you don't have the time to reload. But just even at, say, 100-meter plus range, accuracy, killing potential, it's all there. You just line up your shot and take your time. You'll be able to do pretty great out there. And like I said, you can experiment as long as you got the 3 basic bullet sight in the barrel. You can just experiment with just adding on a trigger or adding on a spring or more rate of fire, if not more killing power. It's completely up to you, but the gun it excels pretty much against anybody you'll play against. It can counter just about anything, other than, say, snipers sitting way back. But you've got amazing close-up killing power, as well as even medium long range if you really go for it. So that about wraps up the AVS. I mean, there's not too many bad things about it, just low on ammo, but you'll get used to having low ammo and just reloading constantly. So here's some screenshots now, credits, costs, and whatnot. So, scoped versus unscoped. The unscoped, you're looking at paying at least 50% of your credits per game, I would say. And if you're using a scope, you're looking more around that 70% plus range. So it's definitely a lot more expensive when you are using a scope. So, but yeah, it's just a different playstyle. It's completely up to you. And just some score screens. You can get some decent KD with the gun. It's, like I said, it all comes down to playstyle and, yeah, who you're competing against. But you can use the gun on any map and it feels comfortable. It feels like it's a pretty solid gun. Once now, like it's got that Ura heavy barrel to just lower down the recoil. It's a pretty good all-around gun. Just a little bit expensive, but if you got the credits to throw at it, then it's a great gun. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.